One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Canes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff from the gun.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Looking for a huge play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Williams looking for a man. Hauls it in. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Hands it off. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
The Hurricanes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll throw on 3rd down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there yards, maybe. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Moves away as he feels pressure. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Off the RPO, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams will pass. It's complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And the Canes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Lofton. They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams looking for a man. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these slant routes you throw quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Knight. Steps away. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll try the left side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Williams will pass. Lets it fly. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football. But, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it. And he doesn't do it there.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Caught close to the marker. It's Lofton. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Anderson. Now the pitch. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Williams looking for a man. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Canes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Wide out, trying to get it in.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to San Jose State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to the single back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Knight. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the sticks, it's Turner. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab near the marker. It's Williams. He's loose down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Miami. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Knight. Here's the pressure. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away, and he could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that run.
Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He splits the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Williams will pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. Into the secondary on the right. He's at the touchdown, Canes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Oh, they knock it free. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. On the ground, it's Gibson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Williams looking for a man. Snagged out of the air. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Quick handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the beatdown has ensued.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 7 over San Jose State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, they're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Brings up second down.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Makes the grab down the left side. Off and running at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. Fourth and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Gibson. Creates a little room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Williams will pass. Rushes on him. Quarterback just flat and missed him. Incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult third and long situation.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open.
He unleashes a long one. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Hurricanes want to move quickly. On 3rd down, going up top. Slings it. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go. Tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They march 72 yards, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass.
Number 94 set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Your Auburn Tigers take over 1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Fights off the defender. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.